Mark! Mark!
Is she all ready then?
Yeah, she's fine, aren't you? You're fed, you're watered and you're changed. All ready for a hard day at the childminder.
And what about her dad?
What?
You all ready for a hard day among the hollyhocks? You look a bit tired this morning, love.
No, Mum, I'm fine.
Have you had your breakfast yet? Got time to do you something?
No, I had something to eat before Alex woke.
OK, pick you up about 5 then, shall I? We can go and collect this one together.
Great. You be a good girl.
Bye,
See
love.
you both later.
Bye.
Bye.
Come on, Alice. Off we go.
You must have known about it for weeks, because this is the final demand. So why the hell didn't you tell me about it before?
He was hoping he wouldn't have to get anyone else involved.
Does that mean you knew about this too?
Well, I was meaning to tell you.
When?
I wanted to give Mark...
Oh, you should have told me before, Rachel.
I know, I kept meaning to.
I mean, I do live here too, don't I?
I'm sorry, Michael.
Look, I'll sort it out, OK? Yeah, how?
There's a number on the back of the bill, a number you can ring if you get into trouble. You ring that, won't you, Mark?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, and you'll do it today and all.
I knew you should have told him. Honestly, Mark.
I didn't think he'd find out.
Yeah, well, you ought to tell Joe as well, before he finds out too.
Ah, Elizabeth. Glad I caught you.
Ah, Mr. Turner.
I just want to go through a few of these outstanding invoices.
Could we do it later?
Well, yes, I suppose so. No, I'll be coming up to the fish farm later. I'll bring them with me.
Well, actually, I was about to go into Houghton.
Oh, I see. Is this something to do with Charlie Aindale?
Oh, well, no. Look, I'm sorry, Mr. Turner. I can't really tell you.
Pollard's in trouble, isn't he?
No, not really. It's just something we need to sort out.
Well, how long's it going to take?
A couple of hours, no more. I was going to come over and tell you.
All right. Well, you better be off then.
I'm sorry, Alan. You must be wondering what on earth's going on.
You don't have to tell me anything, Elizabeth, not if you don't want to.
It's not that I don't trust you. It really isn't.
Really, Elizabeth, you don't have to say anything.
No. Well, I'll see you later.
OK, tell me when you're back, won't you? And do remember, I'm always here.
I wonder what she wants.
Maybe she's changed her mind about the shop.
Can I have a word?
Is it about the shop?
No, it's about the Best Kept Village scheme. Alan mentioned it.
Best kept village.
Beckendale, he said this really good idea.
Well, actually, it was my idea. Didn't I suggest it to you, Joe?
Yeah, then I suggested it to Alan Turner.
And Alan suggested it to me. So to save any more pass the parcel, I've decided that the Bucks should stop with me as well. I'm going to organise it, and I want to know how you're all going to help.
How are we going to what?
And I don't just mean putting a few more tubs of flowers outside the Woolpack either. If we're going to do this, we're going to do it properly.
Hang on a minute.
I want to put Beckendale on the map, make it a better place to live in, not just tart it up for the tourists.
Right. Well, I wish you luck. Come on, Joe.
So I thought if we could talk a few things through...
Sorry, Lynn, we've got a meeting.
Yeah. See you, Lynn.
I'm sure you'll do a really good job. Woman's got more front than Blackpool.
Gotta hand it to her, though.
First she turns down my offer at the shop. Then she pinches my idea for a best kept village scheme.
But that's just the sort of thing we need round here.
What?
A scheme like that.
I know it's what we need around here, Joe. That's why I suggested it in the first place.
Have you tracked the sideboard down yet?
It's, proving a little bit more difficult than I thought.
But have you found it?
Well, I think I have.
Either you have it or you haven't. Which is it?
I have.
And you've bought it?
No, I've told them I needed an independent valuation done.
Didn't he wonder why, after you've already sold it to him?
I said it was to do with my VAT return.
And he said yes?
Mm-hmm.
So, how quickly can you get this all sorted out?
Well, the valuer's calling by later on today. Span on the same tail, told him it was urgent.
So, by lunchtime, this should really all be sorted out?
Yes, well, I sincerely hope so, Elizabeth. It's cost me another 30 quid to get the valuer out.
Things don't really seem that bad, Kath. Alice is blooming from what I can make out.
Yes, I know.
I mean, she was dressed immaculately, and she's obviously being well fed.
I never said there was a problem with Alice. It's Nick. He's doing everything he should for Alice. He's a perfect dad. It's like I told you yesterday. He's spending so much time looking after her, there's no time left for himself.
He did look a bit tired this morning.
And I bet when you asked him how he felt, he said fine.
Yeah.
He told you not to fuss?
Well, he's always been like that.
And I bet he told you he'd had a huge breakfast.
Yes, he did.
That's what the rest of us have been getting for the past month or so, Mum. That's why I wrote to you. I'm really worried.
I'm beginning to see what you mean, love.
So you keep your eye on him?
Don't worry, Kath. I'll find out what he's up to.
Oh, good. I can't tell you how relieved I am. I'm so glad you came.
Yeah, I'm glad I came too. But it strikes me Nick isn't the only one I should be worried about.
What?
You and Chris?
What are you talking about?
That new frock of yours.
Oh.
What's he making up for this time?
Just a silly misunderstanding, that's all.
Yeah, I see.
Come on, Mum, you know Chris. Now get off and train that beady eye on someone who really deserves it, will you?
It's standard business practice, Seth.
It's thieving.
Oh, come on, Seth.
What else can you call it when one bloke hangs on to another fella's money for weeks on end?
I'd call it clever.
What do you think to it then?
I beg your pardon?
Well, you're supposed to be a businessman and all, aren't you?
Seth, will you stop pestering the customers?
You tell me whether you think it's fair.
Whether what's fair?
Take no notice of him, Mr. Emmerdale.
That one bloke can hang on to another bloke's rightful money for 3 whole weeks after it's due.
Well, you can get away with it, then good luck to him.
Seth, will you be quiet? What can I get you, Mr. Emmerdale?
Well, actually, I haven't come in for a drink. I'm looking for Eric Pollard.
Oh, he'll be at the market. That's where he usually is at this
Eric's
time.
in Skipdale today, Charlie. Oh? He was in earlier. He said he'd be there all afternoon.
Hello, Sarah. What can I do for you?
I've come to collect Robert. Kathy's bringing him back here after his riding lesson.
If she can tear him away.
I'm waiting for him to ask if he can take Treacle home with him any day now.
You had your lunch yet, though? Hello, Sarah.
Hi.
Yeah, there's some soup left if you want it.
Well, looks like we're going to be entering the Best Kept Village competition after all. Eileen Whiting, she has decided to take it over.
Well, I wouldn't rely on that too much.
Nor would I after the shop.
We'll see. Especially when I tell her what I've thought of.
What are you up to now, Frank?
Not just a Best Kept Village campaign, but a beautiful Beckendale campaign.
Beautiful Beckendale.
Or maybe a brilliant Beckendale.
Say that again.
All right, but you get the idea. Something that will really raise the profile of the village.
Oh, and raise the profile of your holiday village at the same time, I suppose.
All benefit from it, Sarah.
Oh, of course.
Anyway, what's wrong with us all having a stake in the place we live? Make us proud of our dynamic, thrusting community.
But that's just the problem, isn't it, Frank?
What is?
Beckendale isn't a dynamic, thrusting community.
Exactly.
It's sleepy and it's slow.
But it doesn't have to be, does it?
Oh, for goodness sake, Frank, that's part of its charm.
Rubbish.
Don't say a word, Sarah. I live with him and I married him, but sometimes even I can't quite believe.
Sarah, I'm here.
Say hello to Kim.
Hello, love. How'd your lesson go?
I took Treacle home with me, Sarah.
I'm afraid not, Robert. He doesn't belong to us.
I'm going to take him some sugar.
Well, we haven't really got time,
Oh,
love.
please.
Well, maybe next time.
Well, what about this weekend?
He hasn't got a lesson then.
No, but we're holding a barbecue. And if you can stand listening to any more of Frank's madcap schemes, why don't you come along? Then Robert here can roam around the stables to his heart's content.
Well, I'll have to ask Jack, of course.
Oh, please.
But we'd love to come.
Okay, all right, come on.
Is that it?
Uh-huh.
So, what does he say it's worth?
Well, exactly what I sold it for.
Well, that should satisfy Emmerdale, shouldn't it?
Hope so.
What did he say exactly?
Well, he describes the piece in some detail.
Well, that should help. Let's have a look then. Oh dear, Eric. He didn't pull any punches, did he? At first sight, an ingenious reproduction.
Read on.
A mismatched piece which, to the inexperienced amateur, could succeed in giving the impression of a much more valuable item.
Yes, well, they do go over the top sometimes.
Perhaps you really should leave the wheeler dealer in to those that know what they're talking about, Eric.
It's a bit harsh, isn't it? He's still upset with me.
I don't know whether to be upset with you or take pity on you.
Clearing your head, are you?
What?
Getting a breath of fresh air after a hard morning study.
Yeah, something like that. I wanted to see you.
And there's a coincidence.
What?
Because I wanted to see you.
All right.
I want to have a word with you, Mark. Very serious word, in fact.
Show?
Yeah, it's coming up in a few weeks' time.
I know it's coming up in a few weeks' time, Frank.
So it's a tremendous opportunity.
Is this?
What for?
A chance for this village to really set out its stall.
Set out its stall?
If we're properly organised, that is.
Sorry, I don't quite understand.
Well, it's quite easy, Alan. I want to harness everyone's talents this year so that everybody in the village has something to do with the show.
I see.
Well, it'd be great for the village.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on, Alan. It'll be good for your business and good for my business. I'm not that altruistic.
Well, since you put it that way.
I bet you a pound to a penny we could have a clean sweep of all the prizes this year. Kim in the show jumping, Jack sheep.
I'm sorry, Frank, but I really don't see what all this has got to do with me.
I want you to do something too.
What on earth can I do, for heaven's sake?
You can play an extremely important part in another competition.
Really? Like what?
I want you to be anchorman in the Beckendale tug-of-war team.
You're working too hard, Mark.
Yeah, I know.
And you're working too hard at the wrong things. You're putting in too many hours at the wool pack and not enough over your books.
Yeah, but there's a reason for that.
Yeah, I know there is. And I do understand.
You do?
Yeah, of course. Lads of your age like to have a bit of money rattling in their pockets.
No, it's...
Especially when they've got a nice girl in tow.
Joe, it's...
But you need your qualifications.
Listen to me.
No, you listen to me. See, a lot of folk round here didn't reckon much to Joe Sugden looking after you and Rachel.
What?
Yeah, I had enough trouble looking after my own life without taking charge of two more. But Rachel's done okay. Got to university. And I reckon if you put your nose to the grindstone over the next few weeks, you could do the same.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to give it up at the last minute. I don't want to give folk the satisfaction of saying, I told you so. No. You understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I understand.
So you'll give it that little extra bit of effort, will you? Just for the two of us? Good lad.
He'll be fast asleep by the time we pick Alice up.
Oh, pardon.
The fourth time you've yawned since we got in the car.
Yeah, well, I've had a hard day's work, remember? Among the hollyhocks.
You look like you've had quite a few of those lately, love.
Oh, it's a busy time of year, Mum's a lot to do.
What time did you get to bed last night?
Hey?
Well, I mean, it can't have been that early. Not with having everything to sort out for Alice after you've done a hard day's work.
That's why you're here, isn't it?
What?
To check up on me.
I don't know what you mean.
To fuss over me, Mum, like Kathy's been doing. And Elizabeth, and Archie, and loads of other people.
They're just concerned for you, love.
Yes, well, I don't need anybody's concern, Mum. I'm fine, OK?
OK.
So just let's get that straight from the start.
All right. Number 5. Joke, Nick. Joke.
Nice flowers.
Yes, Alex brought them. Chris, have you seen your dad today?
No.
So he hasn't roped you in yet?
What for?
The Hot and Show. He's just about to hijack it.
What?
He wants us all to enter for everything and win everything. It's all part of his one-man mission to put Beckendale on the map.
Well, I'll steer clear of him then. And again, anything to keep his mind off Charlie Emmerdale.
What, more trouble?
Another visit from the environmental health this morning.
Oh, no.
Monitoring the noise levels again.
That's 2 visits in a week.
Makes it more certain than ever that it's a part of a campaign, doesn't it?
Yeah, Frank will go mad.
Right, so let him get on planning the Beckendale ambush of the Hot and Show. I'll deal with Emmerdale my own way.
You got an idea?
Yeah, I'll tell you about it over dinner.
Right, I'll go and get changed.
Wear your new dress.
It seems hardly worth it, not just for me and you.
Where's your mum?
gone to Nick's to try and sort him out.
Oh, never mind. You can still wear the dress.
I thought I'd leave it, you know, for something special.
A night out with my wife's special enough for me.
Yes, but Chris...
Please, Kathy. I'm dying to see you in it.
Oh, Councillor Aindar was looking for you earlier on, Eric.
Was he?
He didn't catch up with you then, over in Skipton.
Skipdale? I wasn't in Skipdale.
Oh, didn't you tell Mr. Turner you were going over to Skipton?
Me? No.
Well, that's what Mr. Turner said. He sent Councillor Aindar all the way over there to look for you.
When was that?
Dinner time. He came in looking for Mr. Pollard.
I see.
This just isn't good enough.
What?
And they're damn bad manners, too, leaving it this late to let me know. Mark isn't coming in tonight.
Oh, no.
He's got to revise for his exams or something.
But we've got a full restaurant
I know.
tonight. Well, we're going to be very short-staffed.
No, you're not. I'll help out tonight, Ellen.
Oh, I can't ask you, Elizabeth. You stepped into the breach last time.
You haven't asked. I've offered. And from what I can make out, it's the very least I can do.
Right, Alex, what can you do?
What can I do about what? I'm sorry. I'm not quite with you.
I want to find out what people are good at, so I can employ their talents at the Hot and Show.
Are you serious?
I want to know what you can do. Something that can win Beckendale a prize.
Well, this may come as a little bit of a surprise to you, Lynn, but I'm not exactly well versed in matters agricultural.
Oh, come on, Alex. You could wang a welly, couldn't you?
I beg your pardon?
Take part in a sack race?
Well, I suppose.
Help out in a tug of war?
Well, it's not exactly my scene, I'm afraid.
Alex, there must be something you can do, something you're good at.
Not much, no.
No. Now, why doesn't that surprise me?
Oh, quite charming, my dear.
Doesn't she look fabulous?
Yes, but what a pretty dress.
I can see why you weren't keen for me to come in here.
I normally leave it until the weekend, Mum, and then have a good sort out.
Must take most of the weekend to do it.
Yeah. Right, I'm just going to get Alice bathed, and then I'll fix us up something to eat.
Oh, I'll bath Alice. Not often I get the chance.
All right, then. I'll tidy up.
Oh, no, I can see to that when I've seen to Alice.
Mum,
You sit down for a change.
look, I don't want any fuss, I've told you.
I know.
I'm not completely useless, you know.
You are completely selfish, though.
Eh?
Oh, come on. How often do I get the chance to be doting grandma and doting mum? You wouldn't spoil it for me, would you?
Well,
Can't I enjoy myself when I get the chance?
well, if that's what it really is.
Of course it is.
Look, Mum, you're not doing this because you feel sorry for me, are you?
Oh, sit down and put your feet up.
Right.
Well,
Well, what?
has he sorted it, that phone bill?
Hey, I am here, you know.
So, have you sorted it?
Oh, just shove it, Feldman.
You haven't done anything.
It's got nothing to do with you.
Of course it has.
Look, no one's expecting you to pay anything, so don't worry about it.
Great, Michael. That was a big help.
Well, he's got to do something.
I know, but you yelling at him about it's not going to make any difference. He's worried enough about it as it is.
Yeah, I suppose so. Why couldn't have you told me?
Because I thought you'd fly off the handle.
Like I just did, you mean?
Yeah, and because you've been walking around like a zombie for a week. Just give him a chance, Michael. He'll sort it out in a couple of days.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, do you want a beer?
Give us a kiss first.
Have another one, then. Suppose you're enjoying all this, aren't you?
Sorry? Enjoying what?
Ruining my evening.
I did nothing of the sort. Unless you've forgotten, Elizabeth very kindly offered to help me out of a tight corner. That's what friends are for.
What, to take advantage of?
I did not take advantage of her, unlike some.
What is that supposed to mean?
Eric, there is something going on. I'm not a complete fool. You're involving Elizabeth in something.
I'm not involving Elizabeth in anything.
Then why is Charlie Aindar upsetting her?
That was a slight misunderstanding, that's all.
I wish I could believe you, Eric. Unfortunately, I think Elizabeth does.
Whatever Elizabeth does or doesn't believe is nothing to do with you.
It is everything to do with me. She is not just an employee, she's a friend, and a trusted one at that, and I don't like to see her upset.
And neither do I.
Well, I just hope this little misunderstanding gets sorted out for Elizabeth's sake, because I shall make life very difficult for you if I ever find out that you betrayed her trust. Do I make myself clear?
Going somewhere special tonight, Kath? No, we're eating here. I see. Why, do you think we're going to Buckingham Palace? Well, dressed up like this, I wouldn't blame you. Well, it's very... Well, it's so obviously... Obvious? Expensive. Don't be so diplomatic, Lynn. It's gaudy, it's tacky, and I hate it. Well, why are you wearing it? Chris gave it to me. I don't want to hurt his feelings by not wearing it.
In case you have another row.
We haven't had a row.
What did he do this time?
Oh, it's silly. He only had a few drinks with Alex one night.
So he started doing that again, has he?
I've already been through this with Mum. It was only once, Lynn.
Well, let's hope he doesn't get a taste for it. Pete was like that, and believe me, Kathy, it's no fun.
Well, it won't become a habit.
I hope not.
So do I. I couldn't stand many more apologies like this.
When did you last do any shopping, Nick?
The other day, why?
Because you haven't got any food.
Oh, Mum, there's plenty of food.
For Alice, maybe. There's nothing for you.
Right, well, I'll do some shopping tomorrow then.
And what about your washing?
I put a load in this morning.
I know, but this is all Alice's stuff. Haven't you got any clean clothes?
Well, yeah, but I'll do it at the weekend. It's only my workday clothes anyway.
I'm sorry, Nick. This really won't do.
Mum, Alice's clothes are all clean. There's a load ironed upstairs.
And what about you, love?
There's nothing wrong with me.
Yes, there is. You're not looking after yourself properly.
Oh, Mum, look, I keep telling you I can manage. Why won't you listen?
You're doing a marvellous job with Alice, love. Nobody could do more. But what about you?
I don't need anything.
You do. You need to eat properly for a start. Look, I know you think you can cope all on your own, but I'm your mum and I'm telling you need help.
Mum, I don't.
Yes, you do. And you're going to get it whether you like it or not.
Shall I put these in the dishwasher?
No, don't worry, I'll do it. I poured a little nightcap for us both.
Lovely.
There you are. Set yourself down.
What a night. I thought that last couple were never going to leave. Ooh.
Elizabeth, you hadn't anything planned for tonight, have you?
Well, no. I wouldn't have offered my services if I had.
Eric said I'd ruined your evening.
He was just being Eric.
Well, everything's all right between you and Eric, is it?
Yes.
I'm not a fool, Elizabeth, but I don't think you need worry about Eric. I've had a little chat.
Sorry.
Well, I've just given him a friendly warning. I won't have you upset.
What makes you think he's upsetting me?
Well, I don't know the full story, of course, but I imagine he's up to his old tricks. Got you involved in something you don't want to be concerned with.
Like you said, Mr. Turner, you don't know the full story. Rather foolish to give out friendly warnings to people when you don't know what you're talking about, wouldn't you say?
Elizabeth, I was only concerned for you.
Then take some advice. Don't. How dare you interfere in my private life?
Elizabeth.
No, I really don't want to hear any more, Mr. Turner. Good night.